it was some ride. Thank you and welcome. It's good to be safe and sound and back in the studio. But it was fun. I know that being in the snow is fun for another guest that we have on tonight's show because she owns a beautiful ski lodge in Stowe, Vermont. And she's very special to me because I had the privilege of portraying her in the film of The Sound of Music. Ladies and gentlemen, will you welcome, please, Maria von Trapp. Maria, thank you for coming to see us all the way from Vermont.
You know, it's wonderful. This is a heat wave for me.
Oh, yes?
When I left yesterday, it was 28 below zero.
Oh, you must have been frozen, right?
Well, I'm thawing.
Maria, there's something that I've always wanted to ask you. Now, you know, I played you in the picture, and you are you, and I am me, and since you are you, and I was you, and, well, since you're here, and I'm here, and I was you, I want to know, how was I? Huh?
How was you?
Yes,
well,
as you.
You were absolutely wonderful. But...
Oh. But what?
Remember that yodeling in the little goatherd?
Yes.
You know, Julie, there is yodeling and yodeling.
I was only yodeling. I see. Is there anything we can do about that?
Would you be interested if I show you a tiny little, genuine little Austrian yodeler?
Yes, I mean, even after the fact, it's better to learn how to yodel properly, right? All right, yep. Teach me.
Tri-a-ho-e-yodel-dee-yo, tri-a-ho-e-yodel-dee-yo, try. Tri-a-ho-e-yodel-dee-yo, tri-a-yodel-dee-yo.
And I should sing that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It seems to help clearing the throat. Tri-a-yodel-dee-yodel-dee-yo, 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 tri-a-yodel-dee-yo.
One can follow.
All right, I'll go. Tri-a-yodel-dee-yodel-dee-yo, tri-a-yodel-dee-yodel-dee-yo, tri-a... I'll be back as soon as I get this right.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
Maria, at the end of the film of The Sound of Music, I was climbing up the mountain to freedom with the Baron and the children, and of course the director yelled cut, and I want to know what happened to you after that.
After that, we arrived on the other side of the Alps, in Südtirol, which belongs to Italy now,
I see.
the Dolomite country.
Yes.
And there we were, father, mother, 9.5 children, 10 on the way.
Oh, yes.
And our father Wasner, our conductor and director.
Yes.
Yesterday we had been really rich people, not well-to-do, rich. And today we belong to the poorest of the poor because we were refugees. A refugee not only has no money, he also has no right.
No passport.
And that we really found out because every country only gave you about 5 or 6 weeks permission to stay. And so we had to wind our way over Europe from Italy to France, from France to Belgium, from Belgium to Holland, from Holland to Denmark, with the money we made by singing, because we had to earn our living now. And the only thing we could do well was singing. And so we turned a hobby into making our living. At first we sang for birthday parties or for church or for a hot meal or for staying overnight. And then slowly we built up a reputation, and then usually it was time to go to the next country and start all over again. Finally we came to Norway, and there we were very lucky. We got, what do you say, seats on a boat?
Yes. No, a passage on a boat, I guess.
Passage on a boat?
Yes.
For the 11.5 of us. And it was on the way to America. It must have been the first cousin of Noah's Ark. because it took 22 days to get there.
Oh, my goodness.
But that was lucky for me because my husband, on the very first day, informed me that people nowadays talk English in America. And then he, on the line of helping me, he said, nothing to it, you can learn English in 24 hours. All you do is learn 1/24th every hour. So he taught me one sentence. He said, in order to pronounce a WH, which is a sound we don't have in German,
Yes.
I have to blow myself up. And then he taught me to say, if I want to know the name of a thing, what is this? So I walked all over board ship and I asked everybody English speaking with a pencil and pad, what is this and this? And I wrote it down in my own phonetic spelling. And on the third day, a young doctor came and said, lady, you'll never learn English that way. By learning words, you have to learn phrases. Like, for instance, if somebody is very nervous and you want to calm him down, just say. Or if somebody is in a room and you want him to leave quickly, just say. Okay, so I learned phrases. And a very short time after we were on our first American concert tour, outside of Chicago, we were in a small college which was run by sisters. And there was a tiny Reverend Mother, and she was walking up and down backstage, and she looked so nervous and so flushed. And in that moment I remembered, somebody is nervous. So I walked over and I said, Reverend Mother, please keep your shirt on. She did. And a few days later, we were singing in a big town south of Chicago, and it was a Sunday afternoon concert. And the bishop was there. And afterwards the bishop invited us for dinner at the bishop's house. And after that dinner, the bishop and I met at the door. And the bishop motioned me to go first, and of course I knew better, so I motioned him to go first. And for a little while, silently, we motioned. Until I suddenly remembered if someone is in the room and you want him to get out quickly. So I looked up. The bishop was 6'6". And I was drenched in respect when I said, please, Bishop, scram. Julie. And I said to Julie, as from one Maria to the other, with love and admiration.
Oh, Maria, that's